Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Debbie Zito, and I appreciate you so much for taking some time out tonight to listen to some of the information that I am so excited to share. I started with an incredible company called LifeVantage about 5 years ago on a mission to just feel better and do more. And what I was blessed with was an incredible gift of amazing people, amazing products, and this incredible company that I am excited to share. I feel like we are one of the best kept secrets. So I thank you for listening in. So I promise to value your time. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and share my screen. I'd like to start first just with the name of our company, Life Vantage. I love this company. From the first time I heard the words, I thought, who doesn't want to be at a vantage point in their life where they can take control of their life and have the opportunity to feel better and do more. So Life Vantage has been, like I said, an incredible gift. And a little bit more about me. I live on an amazing little island called St. Simon's Island in Georgia. It's 17 miles long. It's not a very big island. I've been practicing medicine here for 30 years, over 30 years, and I have loved every bit of it. I'm a pediatric and adolescent physician assistant, and it is really my joy to help lead people to better health and share wellness. I call it a wellness tool belt, and I love giving people the opportunity to find great tools that they can put into their wellness tool belt, again, to help them feel better and do more. I live here with my incredible husband, Mike. We have two beautiful girls, Jessie and Taylor, and they are part of my why and what I do every single day. So proper disclosures, I just want to get started by saying this presentation is not necessarily representative of the income, if any, that a distributor can or will make through LifeVantage. Like anything, you guys, it's one's personal success is dependent on one's personal diligence and work effort and the market conditions and all of those things. We are a nutraceutical company. We're going to talk about nutrigenomic products. We don't make any claims to cure, treat, or mitigate any disease or illness. So good health, right? Good health, good life. It's that circle that's so important. And when I started these products, like I said, about 5 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was in good health. I was tired. I lost my focus. I didn't have the energy that I had before, and I knew I was hitting a big birthday, a 50th birthday, that I expected some of that, but I just really felt that myself. So I was looking for natural things along with exercise and good nutrition and all of those wonderful things that go into your wellness tool belt. And thank goodness I came across a good friend of mine that just exhibited vitality, good energy. And I thought, whatever she's doing, I need to know more about what she's doing because it's obviously working. And that's where my story started. And I'm so thankful because I feel back to me. I feel better than I have in many, many years. So let's just talk about, we are incredible machines. Our bodies are working 24/7. They're breathing oxygen 24/7. And there are trillions of metabolic processes that are going on when we breathe oxygen. We are creating waste every time we breathe because our cells are going through incredible work with every breath that we take. And we're getting rid of waste 24/7. And when we're younger, our bodies have a great antioxidant defense, and they do really well getting rid of free radicals, which are the yucky stuff that our bodies make as we're breathing. But as we age, that gets harder and harder to do. So wouldn't it be really, really cool if you could just flip a switch on your cells to help you feel better and do more? Well, LifeVantage is a cellular activation company. We're not just a supplement company. We talk about cellular activation where we can flip on cellular pathway switches. LifeVantage has identified 3 major pathway switches that I'm going to talk to you briefly about each one, and I think you will just be blown away. So while we're breathing and our body's working hard, our bodies are being hijacked from the outside and the inside every single day. So it's like we are in a battle all the time, from the foods that we eat, the water that we drink, the pollution in our air, the EMFs from laptops and our phones, and just from sunlight. Exercise is great, right? Well, sometimes we don't get enough exercise, and that hijacks our body. And then sometimes we get too much exercise, and that causes a problem on our body. So all of these things, we are being hijacked every single day. And did you know this, that 85,000 chemicals have been introduced since the Industrial Revolution? That is a very, very sad statistic, and it's increasing every single day. So you can do your best every single day to eliminate a fair amount of those things that are hijacking us. But what's happening in our body is we're being hijacked. It's like a light is dimming, okay? That dimmer switch is going down. And this is happening, like I said, all day long, all night long. So all of this is literally dimming the lights in our body. So what does that feel like? And I know this was me a few years ago. I was tired. I lost my mental focus. That brain fog that people talk about, my friends used to say, oh, it's just a normal thing. When you turn 50, you'll have that brain fog where you walk in the room and you don't remember what you're doing or what you're going to get. And I thought, well, I don't want that. I'm not going to accept that, because I believe that my body has the incredible ability to move forward and move past all these, and to be biohacked. And if you haven't heard that word, biohacking is optimizing our own biology, optimizing our life. I don't want to be hijacked. I want to be biohacked every day. And that's what we are here at LifeVantage. We are a biohacking company. So there are lots of things that dim the lights on our system. And like I said, LifeVantage identified 3 of those major pathways in our cells. The first is the pathway that's our antioxidant pathway. And we're going to talk a little bit about oxidative stress. And oxidative stress causes a lot of work at our cellular level, and it's going to take a lot of energy to combat that. And our energy in our cells is our mitochondria. So we have oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, because as we age, we lose the efficacy and the numbers of our mitochondria. So also there's a decline in sirtuin activity, and this has to do with our longevity genes. So guess what? Science has already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. We've been studying this since the early 1990s, when we talked about identifying the genetic mapping, the full gene code of our body. So LifeVantage was literally in the making, has been literally in the making over 50 years. It all started with an incredible biochemist who studied cellular activity. He actually identified one of the most powerful enzymes that the body uses to neutralize free radicals or waste on our cells, and that's called SOD. And that further led to the development of LifeVantage's foundational product called Protandem NRF2 Synergizer. So wouldn't it be great if you could leverage your genes, okay, inside every single cell with the ability to flip the switch? Would you do that? That is a given for me and my family. When I started these products, I just wanted to feel better. And I wanted to be on that right track, get more things in my wellness tool belt. But when I studied what this company did and its discovery, I thought, yes, I am all ready. I want to flip the switch on my entire family's health. So let's talk about oxidative stress. When you breathe in oxygen, like I said, your cells are going to town, they're going to work. Well, what's happening at the level of your cellular level is the rusting of your cells, because your body is working hard to get rid of cellular waste. And what it can't get rid of is a stress on your body, and that's called oxidative stress. Very simply, when you put an apple on the counter and oxygen is exposed to the apple, you see it start corroding. When you put metal outside and exposed to oxygen, it starts rusting. So guess what? We are rusting. We are rusting at the cellular level. So our body's natural defense is to make antioxidants. In fact, apple, kale, blueberries, all of those are great antioxidants for our body. So with each antioxidant, you get rid of one free radical, 1-to-1, one and done. Sounds good, right? Boy, do you know how many trillions of cells, over 37 trillion cells you have? Okay, that would take a lot of apples. That would take a lot of vitamin C, a lot of blueberries, a lot of kale, and you should be consuming those because that is great. And people take supplements. Those are direct antioxidants, but we're talking about indirectly flipping on cellular pathways to reduce that free radical damage. So this just shows you, this is another visual. People got the tomato, you see what happens to the tomato for oxidative stress, and you could see what free radicals do to the cell. It literally disrupts the signaling of the cell. And then oxidative stress is the root cause of why we age. So that is as simple as that. 5 herbs mixed together can actually flip on that pathway to reduce oxidative stress, actually clinically reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. That would take a lot of kale, raspberry, and blueberry antioxidants. This Protandim NRF2 is our flagship product. And like I said, it flips on a cellular pathway that reduces that oxidative stress. Pretty incredible. So as our body is oxygenating and doing all of that work, isn't it nice to know that you can put into your body a product that can slow that down? Actually, like I said, 40% in 30 days. So many prestigious medical universities have studied our products. Harvard, Ohio State, LSU, Washington State University said that NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. So what is our approach here at LifeVantage? We talked about antioxidants, and guess what? When you're 20 years old and younger, you do a pretty good job, unless you have underlying things that are going to slow that process down. You do a pretty good job on your internal NRF2 pathway, decreasing oxidative stress, but guess what? It declines over time. And if you're being biohacked, that's great. But if you're being hijacked by all those things that I talked about, it's going to go way down. So this graph just shows our approach at LifeVantage with Protandim NRF2. And this shows the dramatic decline between birth to the age of 80 without Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. And now you see this beautiful, consistent pattern of keeping the antioxidant levels up. You're literally making millions of antioxidants per second every single day. PubMed.gov. The National Institute of Health has an incredible library of medicine called PubMed.gov. I would highly suggest going to PubMed.gov and first putting in the 2 words oxidative stress. Hundreds and thousands of published medical journals. You guys, PubMed.gov has the best of the best medical research on there, and it's highly critiqued by specialists in one's field before it can be published. If you go to PubMed.gov today, you will find that there are 28 published peer-reviewed studies. We actually have over 30 peer-reviewed studies out there. 28 of them are currently published on PubMed.gov. So we've looked at the antioxidant pathway. It's going to take more energy. We need better energy in our cells. The name of the energy master in every cell is called the mitochondria. So we began to look at switches for the mitochondrial health and also figure out a way how we can make all of the whole cell work better together. So mitochondrial decline, this battery just showed you, this is what happens. We all know what happens to a battery cell over time. It's going to lose its power, right? Same thing with us. We're going to lose our mitochondria over time. So LifeVantage developed the second cellular activator called Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, which increases that pathway gene by nearly 70%. So pretty incredible. And I love that. Who doesn't want to see the energy battery increase like that? That's what I felt at first. I felt more energy and I thought, this is more me. And I'm so thankful. So now we have two flipping on power cellular activation switches. The third one, which is actually associated with three of the theories of aging, oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, and sirtuin decline. The third pathway is the NAD activator. And think about this, your body's this incredible machine and all of these processes are going on inside and specifically inside every single cell. So this particular pathway activates the longevity genes, acts like a CEO of the cell and degunks the cell. So it helps everything move and function that much better. In the past, people have learned to activate this pathway by critically reducing their calories per day, caloric restriction under 600 calories a day. You can activate this pathway. Well, guess what? With LifeVantage's Protandim NAD Synergizer, we can activate that sirtuin pathway by 100% in 24 hours. Nothing else compares. So now we've talked about three theories of aging, three cellular pathway activators, all of whom synergistically work better together. And synergy is my favorite word. Everybody knows that when people and things work better, that work together, they work better, right? I think about my family growing, my sweet family on the way to church or onto a function to school or sports or something like that. If everybody's ready on time, everybody's fed, everybody's happy, that synergy is beautiful. But all it takes is one thing and it all falls apart. Well, Protandim line, all three activators work together in synergy, and you can see all of the gene pathways at the bottom, how statistically all of them are more effective together. Actually 18-fold, which means 1800% better together. This is our Protandim Tri-Synergizer line. I will not miss a day of this. So are you ready to flip the switch? What is that going to feel like? What happens? It's going to support positive mood and motivation, support healthy longevity, helps improve your mental focus and concentration, boost mental and physical energy, and support a healthy inflammatory response. In this day and age, all of these are necessary.